Exactly.
That's why we're going big with this attraction. And so, listen, I don't want to give it away, but you're going to face the First Order. You may even come face to face with
Kylo Ren.
Kylo Ren.
You did.
Kylo Ren.
And if you can survive that encounter,
Right.
Just shake your head yes or no.
Poe Dameron.
Poe?
BB-8.
Oh, yeah. BB-8?
They're saying what I'm saying.
Oh, let's not wait. Okay, let's
Rose
stop.
Tico.
so yes, all of those fan favorite
Admiral Akbar.
Enter trap. He died.
Too soon, Josh.
Too soon.
Too
Sorry.
soon, yeah.
Too soon. Just, no!
As Josh storms on the stage in tears. Okay, all of those fan favorite characters are going to be there, and if you can survive this encounter with the First Order, if you can survive an encounter with Kylo Ren and make it back to the planet in one piece, you will be celebrated as a hero of the Resistance, celebrated throughout the land. Can't wait to share this experience with you later when we open later this year. But we also made a little teaser video for this experience as well.
Oh,
Sets
sweet.
the stage for what's about to happen right before we get there in Star Wars Rise of the Resistance. Play that video.
Oh, wow. Oh, my God. Woo! Oh, my God. Wow. Woo!
Another question you didn't ask, but I'm going to answer. All of that was shot actually inside the attraction.
I was going to ask you this.
That's crazy.
That's the level
Oh,
of
my
detail.
And I
God.
heard like there's an exorbitant amount of stormtroopers there.
It's the First Order.
Don't talk around my questions. Just tell me the answers. Okay, great. Well, in all honesty, I truly am amazed at how insanely cool this looks. But I sort of have an authenticity question for you, Doug. Because as we all know, you've had your hand on this for a long time. You know this world better than anyone. How accurate is it? And be honest. You can speak garbage about all of them. Now's your chance.
What amazes me about seeing these videos is that there's no movie magic behind this. These are all real attraction experiences and places that guests will actually get to visit.
Okay, and I'm going to ask it because I've had this question for a while now. So why a new planet as opposed to something like Tatooine? Why are we going to a brand new planet?
Well, we were trying to figure out what the land should be. We kind of started to explore all the different places we could take our guests.
Wow.
Like Tatooine, or maybe even Mustafar. But already, when you think about it, those places are a reflection of the characters that they represent. For example, when you think about Tatooine in A New Hope, Luke is a moisture farmer. He's a simple person, and he wants to escape this mundane life. He wants to, he has a longing for adventure. And so the bleak desert landscape reflects this emptiness. And so when we approach our designs for the environments, we really want to design the environments with purpose.
Yeah, well, that was important because as we sat down, we started designing Black Spire Outpost. It wasn't about a single person. It wasn't about Luke or Anakin's journey. It was about your journey. And that was really, I think, the turning point in design for us when we said, you know what, it's really about you. You are that rogue adventurer, that scoundrel, that person on the edge of wild space. And that was the moment, I remember sitting at the table, when we said, you know what, this is it. This is the switch that we needed to flip to really start to think about crafting a place that we've never been before. It was a little scary for us at the same time because, we know as fans we want to go visit those classic places, but at the same time, we wanted to build a place that, depending on the new stories, the new characters that come to life, that you could go and have those moments with them in a land that was timeless. And that was really, I think, the hurdle that we got over in design that really took us to Black Spire.
Incredible. Speaking of story, Matt and Margaret, you're not Margaret. I don't know why I pointed at you. You guys have been very quiet. I'd love to hear from the two of you. And Matt, we can give you adult supervision if you need that. So, can you talk a little bit about the stories that we're going to experience on Batuu and how they fit in to the Star Wars universe?
Sure. So, as I'm sure all of you know, all Star Wars storytelling takes place in one timeline, all within the galaxy, far, far away. And really, from the get-go, both teams really wanted to make sure that our adventures in this park and the story of the land really represent a moment in Star Wars storytelling and have a place within the Star Wars narrative.
Yeah, we took a lot of great care to realize that, guests, when they walk into our land, they are walking into it for the very first time. But this planet and this place, Black Spire Outpost, has a very long and rich history. And we wanted to tell all those stories. We wanted to tell the stories of how the Resistance got there. And how did Dokandar, one of our Ithorian characters, how did he get there? How did they set up shop there? So we worked very closely with Lucasfilm story and publishing teams to tell these stories and build this rich tapestry of storytelling to tell you everything about the stories and characters that came before and soon after, right? So we worked together
Black
to tell
Spire,
all these wonderful stories that Matt
Star
can tell
Wars.
us a little bit more about.
Yeah, we've already
Star
started
Wars,
telling some stories in the publishing
Thrawn.
space. In Thrawn
Oh,
Alliance,
man,
we
that
actually
Thrawn
see
I'm interested
Grand Admiral
in.
Thrawn and Darth Vader go to Oga's Cantina at Black Spire. So it's been
My God.
where legends have gone. We are also coming out with a couple other news stories, which include Black Spire, which will tell the story of how the Resistance got to Batuu, as well as a 5-part Marvel miniseries that will explore some of the antiques in Doc's antique shop and how they got there. And in addition to that, if you haven't read it yet, Pirate's Price will explain. Yeah, and if you haven't listened to the audiobook, it's amazing. So Pirate's Price actually shows how Hondo has possession of the Millennium Falcon and his kind of uneasy partnership with Chewbacca.
Incredible. That's Doc Ondar, right? Doc Ondar?
Yes.
And do we learn how Doc got his medical license?
So he attended Northwestern in Chicago. Podiatry, I think, is his.
Not that kind of doc.
Yeah. No, let's talk about Doc. I'm excited because we really haven't, I think, said much about him. Other than little hints. By the way, did anyone catch? He was actually mentioned in Solo. Did anyone catch?
Yeah.
There's a moment in Solo where they talk about Dokandar. It's brief. But he was introduced there for the first time. But Dokandar, he is this Ithorian figure. Remember the image of him? This is the animatronic figure that's in the space. Incredible detail. I mean,
There he is.
it's everything you would want out of an Ithorian. He's big, he's gritty, and he's got an amazing personality. He is not necessarily
Hammerhead.
the nicest guy on this
That's
planet. He
Hammerhead.
is the head of the black market.
Dark
So
Lord.
if you really want that obscure, one-of-a-kind, unique piece of merchandise, this is the guy you got to seek out. You got to go and you got to barter for it. You actually have to work to maybe purchase something from his shop. And he has an amazing collection. No matter, what I love about this project.
I should be
is
into
because we're
media
timeless.
again.
It doesn't matter when you come in.
I'm
the
really
franchise
good with
or
a
what
camera.
fan of what part of this franchise. If you love the prequels, if you love the original trilogy, the current trilogy, the standalone films, the Clone Wars, we placed things in Dokandar's shop for all of you. There's so many Easter eggs in this shop. I've lost track of what we put in this
Yeah, we
shop.
walked Pablo and Matt into the den, and they were like, "Oh my gosh, that's from Phantom Menace, and that's from that," and they were like freaking out, and we're like, "That's exactly what we want."
Even right now, just looking at the
Yep.
picture, I just want to start examining the things in the background.
It's really, really cool, and so it's exciting because it's once again you can purchase even lightsabers in this shop, but they're not the lights. They're amazing lightsabers, but they're not the only lightsabers that we're going to have for sale on the land.
Ooh, now you're piquing my interest.
Uh-huh.
I want to talk for a second about the design scheme because I noticed that you guys have like a very Moroccan market vibe to it. Did you do a lot of exploration in discovering that and landing on that? Did you guys go anywhere to sort of take a look at places?
Yeah, we do. As Imagineers always do. We like to.
Did you guys just go to Epcot and we're like, okay.
We did. It was, very short trip, but no, we authenticity. That has been, when we start our design process, we always pin up on the wall, literally with condensing cards, certain words that we want to make sure the design team sticks to. Authenticity was the very first word we placed up on the wall. We said we cannot build a Star Wars land that is not authentic, that it is not, that we don't make you, the guest, feel like you're actually there, that you stepped into the film. That was important. And by the way, we're taking it to extremes. We've never done anything with an Imaginary like this. right? And so yes, we did our research. We spent time in Istanbul, Morocco, because those are places that have an ancient history to them, that are places that have this, you know, layering that is taking place of multiple cultures and you know, just this tapestry that's almost created. The marketplaces there are incredible. And so when you visit Black Spire Outpost in our markets, they feel very familiar, but yet they're very Star Wars.
Speaking of authenticity, you started talking about lightsabers. I think that is an area of interest for everybody here. Can we leave Star Wars Galaxy's Edge with our very own lightsaber? Is this possible?
Yes, it is possible. And there are a couple ways to do it.
Yes.
One, you visit Dr. Darth Martyr for one. But two, if you can find a guy named Savi who lives on this planet, you might know how to build a lightsaber. And so we're going to let you, the guests, actually have that opportunity to go into Savi's workshop.
My
seek out this
God,
ancient
build a
equipment,
lightsaber.
and build probably the coolest, most high-end lightsaber that we've ever designed.
So we've never been able to get these lightsabers before.
No,
Is that
these
right?
are one of a kind. They will belong to you. No one else will have this.
And actually, you customize it yourself, so it could truly be one of a kind if you customize it.
Amazing.
So Scott also mentioned, you know, just walking through. I think this is what has been great working with you, Doug, on design. Is, you know, filmmakers, they really get to play with just two senses, right? Visual and the audio, right? You know, what you hear. But we, as Imagineers, get to play with what's Galaxy's Edge feel like? What's Star Wars feel like as I walk through the land? What's that texture? What's that grit that brings it to life? You know, that makes it feel like Star Wars. What do you smell as you walk through Star Wars? I know that's a weird thing to say, right? But you mentioned Monte Scott, and walking through the marketplace, you're hearing the market, you know, it's got these amazing senses that are taking place, but then the smell of the Ronto being roasted on this giant spit is quite a unique thing.
Yes.
Space meat, yeah.
What does the space meat taste like? Can you tell us?
You think it smells
Space
like,
meat.
it tastes like John.
Falafel?
More like shawarma, yeah, space shawarma.
Yeah.
Looks like a chalupa.
And try the Minot turkey as well.
Yes, the Minot jerky is delicious.
Wow.
Any blue milk?
Well, we do.
We need blue milk.
You know, it doesn't-
Yes! We have blue milk! We have blue milk!
Green milk.
And green?
What does blue and green milk taste like?
well-
Please don't say shawarma.
It does not. But you know what? For 40 years we've wondered, right?
Wow.
If you come to the Black Spire Outpost, you're actually going to find out for yourself.
That's amazing.
And it's not the only thing that we have.
No, it's not. It's
I mean, we the amazing food and beverage, as Chris said, bringing Star Wars to life with all the senses is something that we've been really, really focused on because we really, truly want you to immerse yourself in these experiences. And
authenticity. I mean, I think this next piece will speak to the level of authenticity that we have gone to on this project.
authenticity, attention to detail. And I'm actually excited to share something now with you guys for the first time. You guys will be the first anywhere to see this or hear about this. We've actually, in that quest for authenticity and attention to detail, we've actually been working with a partner of ours. Almost 4.5 years we've been working to bring something new, something exciting to Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. It's going to feel familiar, but very, very authentically Star Wars. And instead of me actually telling you about this,
Do we have a video?
you said more pictures.
More pictures.
More pictures.
Show it to us.
So I want to show you this and see if you can figure out, I'm sure you will, what it is we're talking about and what is this new thing that we're bringing into the world of Star Wars Galaxy's Edge.
God.
What was that? Look, there.
Coca-Cola. Wow! Oh my God! That's what's up.
I'll have what she's having.
You know what? I know someone who can help make that happen. To talk about how we were able to bring this great thing into the world of Star Wars, I want to introduce somebody from the Coca-Cola Company, Brad Spicker and Matt Cooper, who've been working with us on this project to help bring Star Wars
Wow.
to life.
Woo!
Hey, you brought things! Wow! Aren't these cool?
Oh
I
my
just think
God.
these are so cool. Yeah, I think they're awesome too. What? Why
This
is
is the
Coca-Cola
BB-8, and then you got that
willing to
BB-9E,
come and
looks
play
like.
with us in the world of Star Wars, excited about coming into the world of Star
My
Wars?
God.
Yeah. Well, as you know, Scott, Coke and Disney enjoy a tremendous partnership. And I think one of the reasons for that is we share a lot of attributes. One of the most important ones of those, I think, is the ability to inspire moments of happiness and magic in people's lives. Sounds awesome. And so when we
Awesome.
found out about Galaxy's Edge, we knew we had to keep doing that in a way that was authentic to Batuu. And we translate the Coca-Cola name into more than 100 languages. But now, being able to share them for the first time in Arabic with this crowd here at Celebration. Truly takes my breath away.
Well, it's not just the logo, it's the whole design of this thing. The design of this thing just looks cool, kind of thermal detonator-ish. It's kind of
Yeah, it
awesome.
does.
And Matt, I know that you worked on this, helping to design this thing from the very beginning. So tell me, like, what's it like to bring Star Wars to life with this design?
Absolutely. So, guys, this would not have happened without the awesome team at Walt Disney Imagineering. Scott, Chris, and team, they really brought the vision to us and allowed us to take our Coke brands further than we've ever taken them before. So basically, we saw that, you know, a lot of the things in Batuu were reclaimed or restored. It was these metals that were sort of scraped and tattered. So we wanted something that almost appeared like it was pulled off of the ship or left behind and was repurposed as something that you could consume some of your favorite drinks in. But all the while, we still wanted to add some visual cues that allowed you to quickly understand what it was that you were about to consume, but not so much that it took you out of this storyline and put you back into reality. So, I mean, you know, they turned out awesome, and the Arabesh Coke stylized logo on this t-shirt, what do you guys think?
Oh, wow.
Did everybody get a t-shirt? I didn't get a t-shirt.
I didn't get one.
Not gonna t-shirt.
Well, guess what, guys? Does everyone have their ticket that they grabbed when they walked in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're going to be able to get one of your own.
Thank you. Free t-shirt. Wow. That is amazing.
And that immersion to life. Let's give a big hand for Brad and Matt.
Woo! We each get a t-shirt on that.
Very courtesy. Chris, tell me about, speaking of thirst, we call this a transition. Tell me about the cantina.
Yes.
Every outpost on the edge of the galaxy has to have a cantina, right?
Exactly.
Long space trip, you land, your freighter, and you get out. You need a place to go and have a refreshing beverage. So, yeah, we have a canteen on this planet. And you know what? The drinks are going to be so amazing. They are cool. They're strange. They're out of this world. They're just, we had a lot of fun coming up with the beverages.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, and Scott and I think we have a fair
Do you
share
know how much?
of,
Do you know how
some
much
of those
media
but,
is
you know, that's the rough
during
job
the
of being an
celebration?
Imagineer. And
Between
so,
the
it's
big
been
media
great,
and then
we're really
the
excited because the food and beverage
little world media like
really
us,
just
stuff,
dying out of this
everybody else,
galaxy
YouTubers.
with their offerings.
It's a
But
big
I
event.
would say, yeah, the drinks are great, but the star of the show is DJ Rex.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
So I was going to ask you, now are we talking Rex from Star Tours Rex?
Yes,
Woo! Yes. Rex, this was before you were born. Rex was pilot on Star Tours. I loved him. I loved Rex as a kid. So how did he get on to Batuu?
So, despite just graduating high school,
There's Bucket.
I'm a bit of
I
a
think that's
historian,
Bucket.
so I've looked into Rex. No, I'm actually a huge Rex fan, and when I found out the Imagineers were talking about bringing Rex back for
That's
the
Rex.
Cantina, my brain immediately started spinning. I'm like, I need to figure out the story that gets him from Star Tours to here. And I guess I kind of wrote a little bit of fan fiction.
It was like 17 pages
It was
long.
really long.
had to take place.
Sorry, guys. But I guess the short story is basically Rex kind of flunked his way out of Star Tours, eventually through some misadventures, found his way to the Rebellion. In the final battle of the Galactic Civil War, the Battle of Jakku, and a very epic TIE fighter chase, he ends up crash landing on Batuu. There he is rescued by the local droid smith, Mubo, where he's repaired and made into a DJ for Oga's Cantina.
Okay, all right. So we know he's a DJ, which leads me into my next question. What kind of music can we expect? Are we thinking the stylings of favorite band and the modal notes, or is it
Well, I mean, everyone loves that classic cantina sound that we've
Yes.
heard, for 40 years. That comes from a cantina. And Figure and Dan, we wanted to kind of bring that to this cantina as well, but not that same song that we heard, right? That we assumed that Figure and Dan, they probably had other hits, right? And so
Max Repo Band.
music that is in that same style that would be.
I want you to stop talking around my question and play something for this audience.
Yes. Play something. Here we go.
This is for Star Wars Celebration first. You guys are the first to hear this. This is another song from Figure and Dan and the Modal Notes. Let's play it.
Wow. They're getting down too.
It's got that classic sound.
It does, yeah. I like that.
For you,
For me?
we brought something else.
Yes.
So it's not just that classic cantina sound that makes up the music of Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. We've actually expanded the repertoire greatly. We have got so much really, really, really fun stuff that we are going to be able to unveil to you when you get there. But as a quick little teaser, I want to play one of Rex's favorites. And this is from an all-droid band. And kind of like Rex, they don't always get it right the whole time. But it's one of Rex's favorites, it's one of my favorites. Let's listen to another track that we might hear in Oda's Cantina.
Oh my God.
Wow, it's like a...
Woo!
I guess they're not going to throw away their pots.
I guess not.
Oh wow! All right, we need to speed this one up. I want to know, Asa, you've been eerily silent, and that's mainly because I haven't asked you a question. So that's.
I know, he hasn't been asked a question yet.
I want to know more about Millennium Falcon.
Yeah!
I need to know more about Millennium Falcon. What can you tell us?
I would absolutely love to.
So thank you so much, Asa. All right, moving on.
So even before guests get to climb aboard that super iconic, amazing cockpit, the experience really begins right outside, where guests are going to get to see the Millennium Falcon parked in all her glory out in front of the local spaceport. Really, the scale of the ship itself is a whole experience in and unto itself.
Doug, does it hold up?
Yes. It's incredible. I mean, we built so many different versions for our films, and they're all at different scales.
That little
Wow.
one on the
Oh
hand.
yeah, no, that's the most fun. Yes. So
My size.
that's good. So we had a variety of full-size versions as well. And then you see here there's a 6-foot shooting miniature as well as a 2-inch shooting miniature, and then some digital versions as well. And they were all slightly different from each other because they were built for different purposes. The one you're going to see up at you is the definitive Falcon. It's the real deal, and it's breathtaking. I remember being there and just being amazed, just standing in front of it because it's so.
Oh my God.
Anyone else just cry a little bit, or is that just okay?
And wait, Josh, it gets even better, obviously, when you finally get the chance to go inside. This is something that we knew we had to do as soon as we started developing Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. We knew that we had to give guests that opportunity to step aboard the Millennium Falcon. But we knew that wasn't enough, right? This idea that you would just get to ride inside the Millennium Falcon. But we actually wanted to give you the opportunity to control the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah.
So guests are going to get to load into that iconic cockpit and take controls of the fastest hunk of junk
I get
in
to
the
take
galaxy.
control
It's
of it.
going to be unlike anything we've ever offered our guests before.
Yep.
As a pilot, you have the opportunity to either steer the ship left or right,
Left or right.
up and down, and it's truly up to you to pilot the ship out of the way of those spires, for example. If you don't, you're going to smash into them. Alarms are going to go off, sparks are going to fly, and the engineers in the back.
Then it'll be a
have
hunk
to
of junk
work
even worse.
furiously to keep the ship in working order. We got TIE fighters coming at us left and right. It's up to the gunners in the middle to work those lasers and those blasters to truly defend the ship.
So it's not just the pilot, the gunners, the engineers, everybody's going to have an experience inside this cockpit. That's
Absolutely.
different.
Everybody
all
has
get
a
to have
very
that
important role
experience
to
of
play, and
driving
It's
it.
truly up to you and your flight crew to determine the fate of the ship. One of the amazing things about this experience is actually, even when it's over, the story continues. So as you make your way out of the cockpit at the end of your amazing smuggling adventure, even that iconic hallway that you make your way through.
There it is.
I mean, it's
Wow.
different depending on how you fly. If you had a beautiful, clean run, that hallway's going to be in pristine condition. If you've banged into every possible thing there was to bang into and taken, a volley of laser blasts, lights are going to be broken. We're going to hear sparks flying. We're going to hear comm chatter about the incredible damage that you managed to cause to the ship. And it's important that you do what you can to bring the ship back in good working order.
Yep.
Hondo Ohnaka is a very
Yeah.
he's a phenomenal boss, but he doesn't take too kindly to those bringing his ship back in rough shape.
In rough shape,
I
exactly.
absolutely love Hondo Naka. What was it like to bring such an awesome character that hasn't been in the films yet into this world?
Yeah, it's been amazing. I mean, go ahead. It's I had a chance to see Hondo up close, and his transformation and evolution from
There he
animated
is.
life to real life has been it's uncanny. I mean, we went down and got
That's
all
Hondo.
the details right, including getting Jim Cummings to do the voice work.
And this story that you're seeing here, it's amazing. It was actually based off of a sketch that Dave Filoni had done a long time ago. He'd always sort of wondered what Hondo might look like when he's older. And so working with Dave Filoni and
Yeah.
team led by Neil Scanlon, we were able to bring Hondo from animated form into real life.
All right, I hope you guys have something to show us.
Yeah, of course, absolutely. So what we'd love to
There he
roll for
is.
you now is actually a clip of the Hondo Ohnaka, the boss man himself of Ohnaka Transport Solutions.
Yes. Hello.
There he
my
is.
friends. I
Woo!
am Ohnaka. This is Ohnaka Transport Solutions. Today,
I like
am
him.
offering the opportunity of a lifetime. I need flight crews to transport this valuable merchandise across the galaxy. Pilots to navigate, engineers to operate the ship, and gunners to defend the shipments. And that is where you come in.
That's insane.
Woo!
That is Hondo. And I think that you guys brought in Jim Cummings today. Everybody here know who Jim Cummings is. He's like the most incredible voice talent ever. He does Winnie the Pooh, he does Tigger. My greatest fear in life is one day I'm going to get a phone call saying
does that too.
Olaf is now going to be played by Jim Cummings. But it's just insane. So I digress. Margaret, who else do we have in this
We've
world?
worked with so many incredible voice-over actors, and one of the ones that we definitely wanted to bring back for DJ Rex is Paul Rubens. So
Yes.
we were super excited to bring him back, and no one was more excited than Paul. He was really great to work with. He really was, and he brought in a lot of inspiration and new lines for us. And let's just say you will be thoroughly entertained in Oga's Cantina.
Anybody else?
Well, I think that's the kind of that attention to detail that I think you guys want from us, right? That level of authenticity and kind of going back to these, to the classics, if you will, and making sure we're doing this right. And I will tell you that we're putting so much love and kind of passion into making sure that we're kind of working in a way that we think you would want us to. That we are going back to some of these folks like Paul and like Jim Cummings and one of my favorite examples of this is anybody know this character?
Yeah.
I love this story because Nynum, when he was voiced in his original appearance, was voiced by a young man who was a student in the Bay Area at the time. Actually, was from Kenya and spoke a unique dialect and had a unique sounding voice. But then time passed, and this gentleman whose name is Kip Sang-Brodich went back to Africa, and we kind of lost track of him. But when we decided we were going to bring Nynum back for Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, we actually went to Kenya, tracked him down,
Wow.
recorded the original voice actor for Nynum.
Oh my
to play,
God.
to play in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, because we think that's the kind of thing you would want us to do.
Woo!
I love that you guys could have just called on the phone and say, can you go to a recording studio? you all had to fly to Kenya. That's incredible.
Why didn't you
wanna
guys
work-
take me on any of these trips?
Is there?
They're going,
I'm so sorry, man.
You know, there's other great people we have in this too, right? Because not every character that we hear is a character that we can see. Sometimes those voices come to us from
Maybe the Force.
yeah.
Yeah.
Stop
The Force is a
speaking
very-
in riddles. What are you saying to us?
I think we're saying that, you know, the Force is a very mysterious thing, and sometimes maybe Jedi's from the past could visit us and be part of that experience.
Wow.
Specifically?
Maybe a small green Jedi.
Oh my God.
Darth Maul?
No.
Yoda?
Yeah, you go,
Wait a
Yoda.
second. Please tell me what I think I want to hear. Who is voicing Yoda for this attraction? Or-
Frank Oz, please.
What you want to hear me say is Frank Oz.
Yeah! Yes.
It's incredible to work with the talent that's been pulled together for Galaxy's Edge. So it is a once in a lifetime opportunity.
It really is, and thankfully, because I think we're approaching this hopefully in a way that you guys will appreciate, we're getting the participation of all these people who have been such a classic part of making Star Wars. Another
Exactly.
personal favorite of mine, and it wouldn't be a great Star Wars experience without the music of Star Wars. And
John Williams. Yep. Yes.
John has composed some amazing new music for Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. And I gotta tell you, the music itself feels like
Oh
it's a
my
character,
God.
the way it brings these experiences to life throughout our land. And I'm so excited about his participation in this.
It's incredible that you guys also
It's a
went to Kenya to
masterpiece.
get that footage.
Oh yeah.
Frank Oz, John Williams, how could this get any better?
Exactly.
You know, Josh, as hopefully you can tell, everything that we've been doing in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge has been about trying to exceed all of your amazingly high expectations and our amazingly high expectations. And one of the key to making this a truly amazing experience is actually all of you. I mean, for the last 40 years, we've all been playing Star Wars in our backyard with cardboard boxes and, you know, rolled up toilet paper tubes as lightsabers. And we
Yep.
really wanted Star Wars Galaxy's Edge to be this ultimate Star Wars playground, a place where, you know, if you want to, rather than, you know, reliving, you know, Luke's story or Leia's story, as Chris mentioned, a place where you can truly live your own Star Wars adventure, right? So absolutely, there are folks who just want to come ride rides and enjoy the amazing food and merchandise, and that's totally okay.
Space meat.
Space meat.
Space meat. Yeah.
But for those who want to, right, we wanted there to be this opportunity for you to take on a persona, right, to become a member of the Resistance or the First Order or, you know, a rogue scoundrel. So we've been working really, really hard on some amazing technology that will enable, you know, this to really become a living land.
Can you be more specific?
More specific, yeah. So one of the key ways that we're going to do this
Wow.
is through an app called the Play Disney Parks app. It's actually available for download now today. But coming soon will be your very own Star Wars data pad. So as guests come and visit us at Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, your mobile device gets transformed into this amazing in-story tool. And it's really built around 4 key functions. And these are going to be the way that you can interact